Hey guys, welcome to the level 1 MCAT prep questions. This is another viewer question who sent this to me through Facebook. As always, if you have any questions, drop it in the comment section below or just send the question to my Facebook Messenger page. And also keep yourself subscribed so that you can keep up to date with any new videos or tutorials that are happening over the next few weeks. Okay, so let's get started with this question. This question. You know, there's just so much information here, and all you really have to look at is just this particular equation here. Now think about this, guys. You're in level 1 algebra at the moment. You've been dealing with quadratics, and most of the time you're dealing with quadratics when it equals to 0 and you're answering the question. All right, but anyway, just for this video's sake, I'm going to have to go through the whole kind of idea of this question and then what's going to happen. All right, so basically you've got two people that are playing some game called Tiddlywinks, which I actually don't know what it is, but I do know one thing though. I look at this yellow colored equation and I know that that is actually a parabola. Why do I know it's a parabola? Well, it's a quadratic. And also I look at this negative here, which means it's going to be a negative parabola. So it's going to look something like this, right? So and I think it says that h is the height of the counter right there. So if h is the height of the counter, let me just show you guys this. So that's this part of the parabola, and then d is the distance in centimeters of the counter when it lands. Geez, that's a lot of thing to look at, but it's just the other way. Another way of saying it is the horizontal distance. So it's like this. Okay. So what we want to know is how far will this plastic counter be flicked in centimeters and justify your answer. So basically we want to know when is the height of this coin, is it, or counter is equal to 0. So all we got to do is we got to put 0 equals negative d minus 5 and 2d plus 6. All right, and we put that, so each of those brackets could now equal to 0. Forget about the negative sign, because when 0 divided by negative 1 is just 0. So then you've got d minus 5 equals to 0, or 2d plus 6 equals to 0. So d, switch over the minus 5, and what you end up with is plus 5, or 2d is equal to minus 6, and then d is equal to negative 6 divided by 2, and so what we can say is that d is equal to negative 3. So if you think about it in a parabola format, right? So what we have is, so there's your x and y axis, and we've got this parabola now looking something like this. Okay, so where this point here is 5 and this point here is negative 3. Now, and I know some people look at this question and go straight away, oh, it's probably 8. But just bear in mind, I think I saw it somewhere here. Just this part right here. Sorry, used the wrong colored pen. D is actually the distance from its starting off point. So it's almost like saying that the distance, the coin is actually starting when D is actually equal to 0. All right, so in other words, for this answer, how far it'll land, it's actually 5 centimeters is your answer. And you can actually mention that d can't be negative, so therefore final answer is actually 5 centimeters. Yeah, it's a strange little question here, but I did see a question like this, and I think it was in 2017, pretty much the similar type of question that they had asked. But yeah, guys, so whenever you get like a quadratic equation, like a word equation like this, and I'm betting you there's a follow-up question to this where they give you the height and then you got to try and work out what the distance is. Like for example, they could ask you a question like what was its actually we might as well do that. I mean, let's actually figure out, according to this, what its maximum height this counter will actually reach. So sorry, I'm just extending this question a bit. So let's put a part D to it. What is the max? What is max height of counter? If that makes sense. So basically, I'm asking what is the highest point here that it's going to reach. So the way you do that is, notice how your equation has the two roots between -3 and 5, right? So you want to find the middle of 5 and -3, because remember that a parabola is actually symmetrical. So we want to try and figure out what is d there, and then we can use that to actually figure out what the height is. So the way to do that is you actually add the two numbers together and divide by 2. So -3 plus 5 divided by 2 is going to equal 1. So basically that's telling me that this d right here is going to equal 1. So I got to go back and put it into the equation. So h is equal to minus d minus 5 2d plus 6, and if I put 1 in wherever d is, so I've got 1 minus 5 and then 2 times 1 plus 6. So what I've got here is negative 1 minus 5 is negative 4, 2 times 1 is 2, plus 6 is 8. 8 times negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 32 meters. So we can kind of say that this is the maximum height it's going to reach. So that's just another good little concept to know as well, guys, for this question. Okay, that's basically it for this short little video, guys. As always, like this video, share this video. Most importantly, subscribe to keep up with some of the newer questions that are coming up, and also with the live tutorials. There should be some playlists popping up soon, so check it out, and thank you for watching.